Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are picking up doing some plant chores before I go to Arizona. Our brother-in-law is coming to stay at the house for the entire week that we aren't going to be here, so Raven will have someone 24/7 taking care of her, as well as the plants. Christopher and I are going to celebrate our 5-year anniversary of being together. Yesterday, I had quite some fun visiting with my friend Devin. He came over and we tried to score some glass, which went interestingly. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? You guys, we were able to get some pretty good pots out of it. Well, at least he was. I got too scared.
As she should.
Hello.
Did it go?
Yes.
Shut up, really?
It works really good, actually.
I thought that today what we could do is I'm gonna basically be getting my plants ready for me to go out of town. I could kind of show you what that looks like, as well as point out some new growth. As you might remember, we repotted plants pretty recently here, like a bunch of my plants. I'm going to be fertilizing everything that I water today with liquid earth, which you can check out. When you use code Ashley at checkout, you get 25% off your entire purchase, which is a pretty big discount, and it also directly helps to support me. I know you're dying to know. You can see it's very humid in here, so we have lots of condensation. The plants are growing really fast. Like, everything I've put in here is just getting a ton of new leaves. I actually have like a lot growing on. The lights do get a little bit warm, so what I've been doing is keeping, like, it makes the top of the red stud just a little bit warm. So I've been keeping my little prop box up there, and you can see the heat is definitely getting in there. So the main way I've been watering all of my plants lately is by bottom watering in a bin. And I leave them in there until either the water's been completely soaked up or the plants have been in there for like 2 or 3 days and look like they're doing a lot better. So far, I've been on like an altering watering schedule. It seems like a lot of my plants need water on different days. And so instead of waiting for a watering day, I've been kind of cycling things in and out. So that way things are always getting watered. That way I'm like kind of breaking stuff up over the course of a few days instead of like, oh my gosh, like today's a big watering day. It's gonna take me 14 hours to water. Today we do have to make more liquid earth. The amount of big plants I have now requires a lot more this kind of watering. I have never had to fill up this thing this fast before. It's kind of exciting. It's like, hey, things are growing. And everything is like growing like a lot right now. And I just dump a ton in there because this, oh, I wish I knew how many gallons this was. I feel like it's like 5 gallons. I might be using too much liquid earth, but I like to use a lot of liquid earth. So personally, like, I've never noticed a problem with my plants. Okay, I'm gonna fill this up with water and then I'll be right back. So I filled it up. You can see it looks nice and liquid dirt browny. And we're gonna go ahead and put our cap on. I water all the ones with this that I can't bottom water in a bin. Okay, I have sad news. So here is how much one whole like cycle of that does. It's like literally nothing. I used to use this to water my big plants, but I felt recently like they're not getting enough water. And so clearly this is why. I used to do like 4 of this, like 4 of those big pump throughs and then spray. But what I'm learning is that 4 of those is probably barely one full one of these. And when I use this, I like to do 3 to 4 of these. So what I'm gonna do instead for my big plants really fast is I'm going to make a bunch of these with obviously the liquid earth, and I'm going to go around and like water all my big plants. And we'll save this for the little guys that are hanging up or something. I'm deep watering my orchids and my ficus elastica in the bottom watering tray right now. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take you around. I'm gonna show you some of the new growth that's been happening. When I come back, we can do another growth update in a week. Because you know how when you go out of town, it feels like your plants just like grow? and they don't grow when you're here, but they grow when you're out of town. So I think it'd be fun to like do a comparison to like how things were last week and how they're gonna be this coming week. It's very humid in here right now because I have huge plants now and they all just got watered. When I go out of town, I try to never go out of town for longer than a week. Plants can go a pretty long time without water, but I really don't like to be away from my plants for longer than a week, especially if I've just done something like this. Quite a few precious babies in here. I also have a lot of plants here that I have to send out, plants I've sold and traded that are sitting in a separate cabinet, staying warm and humid and loving life. Keep a handle on the house, you know what I mean? You might remember the Adlon grow light that we did a thing for. So every night I leave this on, and I leave this on all night, and it's really bright. I mean, you can see like it literally lights up. It lights up everything over here, which is really nice. And I feel like it just gives a nice little some extra love. The Monstera are doing good, by the way. You can see they're not dying. It's been like 2 weeks since I have propagated those guys, and they are chilling. All right, let me show you the new growth. We have 2 new leaves right here coming in. We have this ficus leaf right here, and then we actually have a second leaf coming in. I repotted this fiddly fig, oh gosh, probably like 2.5, maybe 3 weeks ago. Growing. So I try to only repot plants when I notice that they have stopped growing, because for me, and I think I've talked about this before, but plants really like to be root bound because they grow really fast when they're root bound. The only time I will usually repot a plant is if I notice it's literally not growing, like it will not grow. And this fiddly fig hasn't given me a new leaf in like 4 months. Look at what we've done. We repotted it, we upgraded it, we didn't mess with the root ball. We literally just pulled it out of its pot, stuck it in a new one, right? Now it has more room to grow, and it's giving us leaves. And remember this sport monstera I told you guys I found pretty recently? That is also giving us a new leaf from the newest leaf, so maybe when I come back that will be completely unfurled and we can take a look. The Adansonii is getting pretty big again. The last time it got this big, I cut it because when plants are on the floor, Raven does sometimes play with them because they're little fun hanging things. Like you can see this one's been on the floor for so long, it hit the floor and did a hairpin turn and is now coming up to try to get back to the light. So we'll probably propagate him when I get back, and then maybe I'll start a new plant. But usually with cuttings like these, I'll like offer them for fun little trades with people, or I will just have them for like really cheap. Then right here I have the Crinkle 8 that I rescued, and it's doing really good right now. It's alive, so yay. Our little terrarium is doing good. I just watered it. The Ripsalis was looking pretty dry, and we're getting some new growth happening on the little cactus. Pupicalix is doing really good. Again, like tons of new growth all over. A second one of my sweet potatoes is finally coming in, so now I have 2 sweet potato vines that are growing. The terrarium is doing good. Actually, my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma put out a leaf. Hoya are doing really good right now, and the Lacunosa I have is about to bloom in this one spot, which means it's probably about to bloom in all of its spots. Yeah, there's some more coming in right there. And it's this one's just like such a heavy bloomer. If you guys like Hoya blooms, you should get a Lacunosa. Yeah, here's another spot we're gonna see bloom soon. Another Hoya I have that is blooming a lot right now is my Carnosa compacta variegata. You can see we have 2 peduncle shoots right here, and they're going well. I did recently cut my variegated string of hearts, but she's already throwing out little baby hands everywhere. Including some up here. Here is the new leaf that is growing in from the fiddle leaf fig. This one, unlike the other one, I'm going to make sure I'm rotating as each new leaf comes out. So this one I already rotated. You can see it kind of grows to the right, so hopefully it will even out and go to the left. The Carnosa compacta is doing really good. I moved it here and it's getting a lot more white and sunstressy, like sharp white instead of like a cream color. And it's doing really good. But yeah, lots of new pink pink shoots coming off right here, which is really fun. This is like my favorite. I've never seen it come in this hot pink before. Like this is just like a hot pink little guy down here. It's very cute. My Black Pagoda lipstick plant is doing really good. I actually just watered it, but you can see we have a lot of new growth that has come in on the top, which is good because I was worried. Here is the first sweet potato vine that started to grow, and he's doing quite a lot right now. I was really excited because I literally bought these at the store and I had no idea what they were gonna turn out to look like or be, and they're purple so far, which is pretty fun. So I can't wait to see what the leaves look like because there's lots of different colors of sweet potato vines. I don't know, I'm just excited to see what this one's gonna do. Now this guy is just doing the most. He has lots of new dudes coming out. So this whole thing right here is one, and then this one is one that's just starting to open up right here. I think that's actually it for the new ones. Oh, there's a newer one back here as well coming in right there. That guy. Here is the Monstera Deliciosa I got from Devin, one of them. This is the smaller one, and it's turning like really nicely towards the sun. All the leaves are slowly starting to face. It's also giving us a new little leaf, so I think it's really happy in its new place here. Here is the big Monstera I got from Devin. It is taller than me. This one, its leaves are curving towards the grow tent, so they're like creeping around to the light, which I think is really cute. It is currently working to put out a leaf right here. I don't even know if you can see it, but this, oh my gosh, you really can't. But this is starting to actually come out, which is pretty cool. Here is the aerial root I was telling you guys about that has grown to attach to the redsta, and it is creeping towards the light. I think that's really cute. Out of all of these new plants, we actually don't have really that much new growth happening, except for that the spider plant is currently flowering. You can see these little flowers right here. These are going to turn into baby spider plants, which is very, very exciting. I do keep this in a south-facing window, and it does need like a lot of extra water, but he's also been making babies like crazy. Like all of these little things right here are all brand new babies. So he is happy, even though it is kind of bright. And last but not least, the Ficus Taniki is putting out a new leaf right here. This one is coming out right now. And then these two, he's like working on some new leaves. And I think this one is also gonna be a new leaf there really soon too. So then I keep the spider plant right here. I have yet to see anything new, but I literally just got him, so yeah. Okay, I changed my shirt because I was getting hot, but I want to show you a cool plant I got. You guys know Devin. I'm glad you guys like him so much because it makes it like easy to just have him around on the channel. This is my new Syngonium. I, as you guys know, have been really into Syngonium lately, like for the last few months. I haven't bought any because I feel like I'm really bad at taking care of them. But, and I don't even know what this one is, but when I went over to his house when we did our trade, he had this Syngonium and I was like, oh my God, that is so beautiful. It reminds me of like a minty sport Monstera and also kind of like a Colocasia. And I just thought the green on green was so pretty. I was like, oh my God, that is so beautiful. And he was like, oh, I can just take a cutting for you like when it's done like rooting out. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, sure. And you guys know, like Devin and I are just handing plants back and forth all the time. So when he came over yesterday for the cursed glass cutting, he brought me this and it's really nice and pretty. So I love it. When I do trades with people, I have right now been keeping all of the plants in this cabinet. It gets super warm in here. It's huge, like it's literally massive. I can't even reach the back of it really from here. This is where I have been keeping all of the plants I have traded. So to the artist who like drew me and stuff, I'm trading him this just to be nice because he did the art for me and it affected me really positively, so I wanted to affect him really positively. And he was talking on his Instagram story earlier that day about how he wanted a Flowbee. So I was like, hey, I have this one. do you want it? And he was like, yes. Here is the Ilsamanii I sold to my friend. It's doing pretty good. Here's a Floby I'm trading to one of my members. It's still rooting in, and its axillary bud is finally starting to activate. It's pretty green, but I think it's cute still. Is a little strawberry shake. I can't remember if I sold or traded this one, but I have it written down somewhere. So I think I traded this. I think I'm trading that for like a bunch of Sarawak, like begonia Sarawak. Then I have this, which is going to one of my members, Carolina, and it's a little Floby node that's growing in. See the little guy on the top? We have this Ilsamanii, which is going to Ella, and it's finally starting to bud in like really significantly. The little dude right there, so it's cute. Then back here I have this big Monstera spore I sold. It's still working on rooting, and again, the only reason I still have all these is because it's too cold to ship and I want to make sure the plants actually live. But yeah, the guy, he's cute, very cute. But also in here I am keeping my node cup. Oh, and then I have two other plants for Caroline, like on the top. They're little Hoyas, but this is where I have my node cup, which looks really frazzled because I was so tired of doing all that stuff the other day with the grow tent that I just literally like duck my Billy ATA in here, which you can see has very weird situation going on. I've had this thing in a cup for almost, you know, I've lost track of how long I've had this in a cup. It's been in the bottom of my grow tent just doing nothing, and I don't know what it's been doing, but it's finally like made a teeny tiny growth point on top, and then also it's growing in from the nubbin. You know, I'm not sure what that guy's up to. I was gonna show you guys my variegated Billy node, but I can't freaking find it. I don't know what my problem is. This one plant, but I just like lose it all the time. I have lost this thing like 3 times. Oh, there it is. That's not good. Well, I think we finally have the end of our Billy saga. Well, you know, sometimes root rot doesn't have a happy outcome, and that's a variegated Billy ATA. I feel like because of the amount of money that some people can sell plants for, that when people kill things, it's considered like a very expensive mistake, which like, yeah, makes sense, you know, but also it's like, at the end of the day, they're just plants. With the whole thing that it's like, oh my gosh, like plants are a living, plants are this, plants are that, and it's like, really at the end of the day, you guys, plants are just plants. And sometimes you kill rare and expensive plants, and it sucks. And there's definitely gonna be someone in the comments who's going to make me feel terrible about myself, but that's okay, because I put myself out there on the internet, and I can't control what people say. You kill expensive plants, and that one did not do very well because of the fact that when I repotted it, I kept it too wet. And so that was my fault. It's very sad, actually. I am devastated, but we have to keep moving. We can't get sad about things, especially plants, because plants are supposed to make us feel good. So if you kill a plant, you know you killed a plant. You can try again when you do another trade in the future, which is what I will do. Oh, I also have a little Pilea peperomioides in here that I'm rooting that my friend Serena gave me. I have decided I'm going to move them into the front of my cabinet when we're done doing this. So let me show you some cabinet updates. It's not gonna be much of an update, but it's cute and fun and you guys love it. Like, the video's only been up for like 10 hours as of me filming this right now, and it has like 6,000 views, so you guys really like it. There it is, now you can see it. It's the cabinet, wow. It's doing really, really good. You can see it looks very lush in there, very overexposed because the lights are very bright. Let me show you around. So you can see like we're getting already some nice purple sun stressing on a couple of these. The Crassiopatola Splash is starting to turn pink, and the Hoya over here are also starting to turn pink. Very, very exciting. We have some new leaves happening right here. This guy, he's doing a new boy. This mame is extremely pregnant right now, so we are gonna see a new leaf on this probably when I'm back. These guys are chilling right now. They're not doing much, but they're really cute. Oh, actually we are getting a bunch of new leaves. Like that's a new leaf right there that just opened up. And then right there, another new leaf. Pallitiflorum, I'm hoping will be out by the time I get back so that I can see it. The Hoya are growing. The Fitchii I put in here they have new little growths on the very ends of these strands. Those are brand new spots. The Hoya down here don't seem to be getting super colorful yet, but they are a couple more inches farther down. Then we have another orchid. I think I showed you in the video, but we did get a new leaf right there. It's very cute. This guy actually opened up a new leaf since being in here. The Psychopsis lemminghii, I think. Just put that out. The Chloristicta leaf is a lot more in now. He's doing very good. Looks very beautiful. The other plants back here are just chilling, living their life. The Pink Princess gave us a new pink leaf, so go bestie, but please consider giving us a green one sometime soon. My Domesticum gave us a green leaf. Wow! So we have a full yellow leaf, right? And then a full green leaf, so pog. Serpens is in here. He's doing fine right now. This is an old leaf in here that died, so he has to get rid of that one and then he'll give us a new one. The shake leaf back here did end up dying, but that is just from trauma from, I think, being moved so much. So here is a sport variegated monstera node I'm growing in. It's very cute. We have another one over here growing in very nicely. Florida Beauty just gave me a leaf, and it is super variegated, but it is green on green, so you can't see that much of it. This is gonna be one we take another look at when I get back. The Patricia Sharoni one is coming in really nicely too. Like, look how velvety that is. So pristine. The Alocasia is getting some life back into it, which is great because when I first planted it in here, it was like deflated and sad, but now he's holding himself up, so yay. This guy is doing great. He is enjoying the heck out of this area. You can actually see he's putting out a new leaf right there. Right there, yeah, we're getting a new leaf. He's just like full of life. He makes that spot look so good. The orchids are getting really nice aerial roots. I'm kind of hoping that in this situation we'll see some flowers, but yeah. The Phalaenopsis has come to life. Since I put this in here and watered it, it perked up. I didn't realize how shriveled down it was when I put it in here, but like this Schilleriana is just beautiful, and I've been totally neglecting it for like a year, so I'm so happy it's happy. Pink Lady Peperomia. It's pinker in real life. On the camera it's coming over really overexposed, but it is like hot pink and so beautiful. Like, it is so nice. The new Ilsamanii leaf opened up, so here she is. Can you believe that? Wow. And I think I've told you guys before, and I've made many videos about Ilsamanii, but Ilsamanii are a stabled plant. They are not called the variegated Ilsamanii. They are literally just Ilsamanii because they are stable, and I do have a theory that they are not chimeric variegation. Also, for being a philodendron, they grow more like an anthurium, which is kind of weird because the leaves come in really small and then they grow into size and then they keep getting bigger like an anthurium leaf. Philodendron leaves, however, they kind of come out the same size that they're gonna be, and maybe they plump up like a little bit. But Ilsamanii leaves come in like anthurium leaves, like they're miniature. They are so small, and then they get bigger. So this one we'll probably see get probably a little bit bigger, but can you believe that? Like, that is in my grow tent, I keep calling it a grow tent, but my Rudsta, like, living wall babes. That is so beautiful. The Amphioxus is doing good. It's actually flowering, which is pretty bog. However, we're gonna cut it off because I want it to keep growing, not flower. Our Wizard is putting out a leaf, which is pretty cool. And other than that, I think that's actually it. I think that's everything. The Velosa isn't doing anything quite yet, but we will see something very soon from it. This plant grows outrageously fast, so I'm excited for that one. The Glorious is pinned to the wall right here, so we will see some new growth from there soon too. And I'm also very excited and expectant for this one, which is very pregnant, my Peru variegata, super preggo. So hopefully we will see that soon. But yeah, that is that's all the growth updates. Oh yeah, and the oblique is just chilling. He's gotta come in through a new growth point now if he's gonna grow. So yeah, that's it though. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of push all these guys back just a little bit, and I'm going to be planting their cups in here so that they are getting plenty of light, because I want to make sure that they're doing good even though I won't be here for the next week. It's so lush, you guys. Like, there's so much to I just stare at this. I turn around in my chair and I just stare. Wow. Well, you guys, that's actually it for the day. Thanks for helping me get my plants ready for going out of town. I'm so excited to show you the update of stuff when I get back, but I'm also going to be doing some semi-daily posting while I'm in Arizona. I'm going to be taking you to like a plant shop or two, but really focusing on my mom's plants. I know you guys love seeing her plant collection. She has a bioorb. We can do a video about like how she cares for her bioorb, how she cares for her plants in Arizona. She has some of my cactus there, but I do know my mom and I want to go have a plant day because my mom and I love plants and we like to do plant stuff together. So yeah, get excited for some Arizona content. I'm excited to kind of have a break, man. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please make sure you hit like, subscribe, and tweet me at PlayMeAshley. I'll see you guys in the next houseplant section / collection in Arizona. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me tonight, and I'll see you guys later this week. Bye.